This is the Dallas Morning News. It's Tuesday, February 3rd. Waking up to some clouds and spotty showers in the DFW area. The sun will pop out in the afternoon with a high temperature of 66. A few clouds will linger this evening, and the temp will drop to the mid-30s. Here are today's headlines. According to a recent analysis, Dallas saw an average of nearly 14 fatal motor vehicle crashes annually per every 100,000 residents between 2014 and 2023. A joint study released last week found that the fatal crash rate was the highest among large American cities. The grim data point also backs up a long-held perception that driving around Dallas is generally unpleasant, both because of the area's bad roads, high traffic congestion, and a large contingent of motorists known for aggressive driving. At the time, a report from Forbes Advisor concluded that Dallas was tied with Atlanta as the American city where you are most likely to get into a car accident, with Dallas drivers 46% more likely to be involved in a wreck than drivers in other parts of the country. A 2024 report from Forbes placed Dallas 6th on its worst drivers list and Fort Worth in 9th place. The bad driving is also hurting Texans' pocketbooks. In recent years, auto insurance premiums in Texas have soared, with one recent analysis finding that Texans are now paying an average annual rate of $2,346, 18th highest among all states. Local collision rates, among other factors, help to determine insurance pricing. In other news, a dispute between two prominent Texas Democrats turned contentious Monday as former U.S. Representative Colin Allred accused State Representative James Talarico of making a racially charged remark that Talarico said was mischaracterized. Allred denounced Talarico, who is running for the Senate, after Talarico allegedly referred to him in private as a mediocre black man. Allred posted a video to X in which he said, "I understand that James Talarico had the temerity and the audacity to say to a black woman that he had signed up to run against a mediocre black man, meaning me, not a formidable, intelligent black woman, meaning Jasmine Crockett." Late Monday, Talarico issued a statement saying, "This is a mischaracterization of a private conversation. In my praise of Congresswoman Crockett, I described Congressman Allred's method of campaigning as mediocre, but his life and service are not. I would never attack him on the basis of race." Allred and Talarico launched bids for the Senate last year before U.S. Representative Jasmine Crockett jumped into the race on filing day. Allred then decided to run in the newly redrawn Congressional District 33 in the Dallas area. His sharp response came after allegations posted online by Morgan Thompson, a Dallas-based social media influencer who works in public relations and supported Talarico. Next up, with a few exceptions, Dallas police reported broad declines in reports of violent and nonviolent crime in 2025, a picture the department has largely cast as the payoff of more focused policing. The downward trends, which criminologists say are in line with a national downswing in killings and violence in many big cities, describe a year at times punctuated by cases that rattled the city and dominated headlines, including the fatal shooting of two migrants at a Dallas immigration office. They also arrive as the department presses to hire more officers and bring down 911 response times, a long-standing, day-to-day challenge department leadership has said is a priority. One of the most touted year-end figures by Police Chief Daniel Como is the city's tally for murders. Department data shows police counted 141 homicides in 2025, the lowest since 2015, when it counted 136. The same data shows reports of violent crime fell for the 5th year in a row. And every high school athletics realignment cycle, you have head coaches who breathe a sigh of relief looking at their new district. Others, not so much. Playoff paths get harder or easier, and there's a running joke amongst those in the industry that some coaches will wait until realignment before making a decision to stay or leave a job. It gets that serious. You won't hear complaints from Capel about landing in District 7 6A. On paper, it's likely to be the frontrunner to win the district. And although the district may be a lighter load with the Plano and Richardson programs replacing Louisville ISD, the playoffs become more treacherous with the likes of Allen and Prosper Walnut Grove out of District 6 6A, potentially waiting in the area round. Things could have been much harder for Wakeland, the first Frisco program to move up to Class 6A. Geographically, Wakeland could have easily been paired alongside Allen and Prosper ISD in District 6 6A. A program coming off an 11-2 record can expect to challenge for a playoff spot immediately in District 5 6A. Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and the latest breaking news, visit dallasnews.com. Enjoy your day. I'll be back tomorrow with more from the Dallas Morning News.